Isolated himself. I don't blame him. Silencers in the wheel and everything.
Your kids get some punch here, or anybody else who wants some punch?
We've already met. Oh. You're talking to your.
Oh, that's going to break it for sure. And Michael, I got to never met. Oh, this is here. Well, Paul, finally made it. Okay, now I have to go to Jan and action. Celebration. Anyway, so
She wanted to make a small load. How's that? Make a small load.
Now, I have got to, I wish you'd stop that. She was
Why didn't you call me? Thanks, Doris.
And I know that when he says it's
That's a command decision.
you better.
Yes,
Hello, sweetie. Now, this is the basic honor. Say hello to me, Lillian.
Let me take off your jacket first.
I want to have a hug first, okay?
Hi, Mother.
Well,
You went to sit down there.
okay, let's go on over here. Mama, you're going to sit up here.
Here, yeah.
Right up front. Right up here in the middle, right where Janet is.
You're gonna sit right.
You got a reputation.
Maybe it's because we're all getting just a little older and
Did you find your toothbrush?
And this is for you. This is from Ray. You can take those out of the shower.
She is, right here. Oh, where's the camera?
I've got it.
getting her gardenia corsage pinned on. My parents. I passed on it because I stab people and do all kinds of things like that.
Grab that man.
James and Ann. This is Grandpa's brother. Gary, did you get to
Yeah, you get your facial.
He's late. Gotcha. Leah, come here. Yeah, Grandma.
Today.
Hold up.
We're in Dallas.
Dad.
Run out of chairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we start, I got a story to tell you, and so help me. This is a true story.
Don't believe everything he says.
Many years ago, many years ago, when Dick and I were living together, I had bought a new car. And Dick had just got his driver's
No, I
license.
didn't have my driver's license.
You know,
You were breaking the law.
but when he told me he had a driver's license, can I borrow your car, Gary? And being a good brother, I said, yeah, you can borrow my car. So I'm walking up the street, and I see a tow truck coming with a car behind it. And I look at it, gee, that looks like my car. No, it couldn't be. I get home, and Dick said, guess what? I just wrecked your car. And that was my car that you wrecked. I saw the tow truck. Do you think he'd reimburse me or say, I'm sorry? No. Did you?
Well, I'll tell you the true story.
Yeah, well, you wrecked my car.
Well, that's part's true, but there's a few steps in between.
Go ahead. See what big a lie you make.
Well, it took place right after Gary had come back from Pensacola, after he decided that he really didn't like the military life. And
You're
didn't
right,
like fire.
you're right.
And in the process, he bought a 1950 Buick, the one that had the square holes in it, pretty car. And I was probably in about the 9th grade. Yeah, 9th grade was about it. And I asked Gary, teach me how to drive. And he said, sure, I'll be glad to teach you. And so we were out. I was doing pretty well, going, turning, driving, keeping on a straight line. We came up to a corner, and there was a car coming from my right. And knowing my strengths and my weaknesses pretty well, I says, I want to wait here before that car, until that car goes by. He says, no, go ahead and turn now. Well, I turned and went and drove right up a telephone. and Gary, in the meantime, his reactions have never been very fast, was reaching over to try to get the controls. And as we hit, his whole right side was sort of bruised. And so the policeman came, and Gary says I was driving, and he took the blame. Then our dad came on the scene, and he looked at one side, looked at Gary, and knew something wasn't quite right. And then when he got us aside, he said, now really what happened? And then the real truth came out.
Anyhow, you wrecked my car.
When I was learning how to drive, I was driving in a beautiful 55 Chevy, 56 Chevy. I believe it's a classic now. Wanda was teaching me how to drive. Turned a corner downtown and just froze and bounced off a parking meter.
No, I didn't hear about that one.
Same similar reaction.
Wreck your car? Quite a bit.
Well, it did some damage
It
to the
did some
fender.
damage, but it didn't wreck it.
But then Dick had to teach me how to drive after that, because Wanda says, that's it. This car, you've got to realize, was her baby.
Oh, I remember.
And so Dick was teaching me how to drive then, and he decided the first thing he had to do was teach me to stop freezing up.
I took Gary out because he had a little bit of training, but he hadn't had much in driving. And he wanted me to take him out so he could practice his driving. So we went out, and I had better luck. He was really probably a better driver than you guys because he didn't run me up a tree. But let me tell you, see all this gray hair? He's part of it. Because let me tell you, when we were going down that street, and he was not really too good at keeping the car in a straight line. And when we got home, I was so relieved. But he didn't wreck the car. So you did fairly well, Gary.
Well, let me tell you a story about when I was teaching my daughter Karen how to drive. We were out in the middle of nowhere at an airport and was using their landing. And I was teaching Karen how to drive there, and she's doing fine. But here comes a guy in a truck, just stopped me and chewed me out unmercifully. He said, "Do you realize you're on an airport and you're using their runway?" And I said, "There hasn't been a plane landed here for the last 200 years." But he said, "Nevertheless, you're on an airplane driveway." And so I got chewed up for Karen. Remember that, Karen? Yeah, good rock. Okay, anyhow, we've all met each other pretty much. My oldest grandson.
Well, aren't you going to introduce your daughters first?
Oh,
They don't count.
my daughters?
Well, yeah, I got to tell you about that one.
My oldest daughter, Karen, and my youngest daughter, Kathy. And her husband is on her right, and Rick is taking pictures. Both of my son-in-laws are engineers, and I hate to say it, but they're darn good son-in-laws, both of them. Excellent. You're young. Raise your hand, Mike. Well, and Lauren, where's my beautiful Lauren? She is 11 years old. I got 2 beautiful granddaughters and 6 grandsons. And Daniel, where's Daniel?
Hey.
He's 9 years old.
He's not ready.
8 years old. He is 5. The only bad part about the Purpuras, and I mean this sincerely, they're Angel fans. They root for the Angels. They're not good Dodger fans. And you people up here are for Seattle, right?
You bet.
Yeah, you're all for Seattle. He just broke his foot and got off the couch yesterday. Wednesday, he got out of his couch. And Scott is 10 years old. And where's my other beautiful granddaughter? Leah is 9 years old. And so anyhow, that is my family, and they've made Stella and I very proud parents and grandparents. I can't say enough about it. Okay?
Her husband and 2 kids are still back in Dallas. Yeah, that's right. They, Trish and talked to Steve last night, and Aaron, our grandson, who's 12, 7th grade, is and playing football, and he's one of the smaller ones on the team, but he gives it a try. But anyway, Steve was talking, and said, well, the game was sort of postponed because we've got tornadoes going through the area.
We just saw it on the news.
And so they were stopped. Our granddaughter, Trish, is 15. Christina, yeah, you're Trish, sorry. And she's 10th grade in the band, clarinet player, and staying very busy with school. And Trish and Steve are with Life Touch, have studios in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which have been established for about the last year. Yeah, I'll turn it over to Trish, or to Janet, thank you.
Okay, I'm Jan, and I would like to introduce my daughter, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
She's into drugs.
Don't you all say that?
Drugs in my life.
Well, you better explain that so my kids don't think that's...
Oh, yeah. She's in her residency year in pharmacy to become a pharmacist. Oh, she is a pharmacist, but specialized.
What do you do with
And so it's
specialized?
not street drugs, it's legitimate drugs that are needed for people to get well.
It's a one-year postdoctoral training program. Sometimes I wonder why I'm not working for Longs or Safeway with my friends. No, it's more of a specialized training program to do clinical pharmacy, be on the medical teams. Oncology is my area of interest, oncology, hospice, and marriage.
Wow. Can't see your face for the camera.
That's because I don't want him to see my face.
22 years, she might as well be a member of our family.
Absolutely right.
And she's retired from teaching,
Sort of.
and she still works as a sub.
Hey, my mom.
Photos.
And I will take the ones that I can and put them on the web. And if people will give me an email address, I will send you the address of where they're going to be if I don't
Jan,
know.
do you still have it? Did you save it after you got mine?
One that needs someone, be sure and have him get ready with Carol, because she needs a job.
I need a job.
And then, that's neither here nor there. But he is sorry that he and his wife Linda and his 2 stepchildren, Adam and Mindy, couldn't be here. But they are thinking of us, and wish Lillian a happy, happy birthday. And I guess that's... Oh, my Lord, I guess I do have one granddaughter, Celeste, and she is 20, and she couldn't be here because she is also in school. Her, I don't know what year it is, because she is like Linda. She hasn't gotten as far as Linda, but it seems like she's been going to college for a long time. But nevertheless, she has not decided upon her major yet. But she's got time to do this. And lovely girl, but my only grandchild. And we just love her dearly. And I guess that is about... He was a brat. Anyhow, we
How old was he?
He was probably about 2, he's older than that.
There's 4 years between us.
There's 4 years between us. I was in 1st grade So that, he was about 2, right?
So he would have been about 2.
Anyhow, they put us to bed. And my sister, Bertha, was dating a young man at the time. And Gary and I we were supposed to be in bed and gone to sleep. But Gary had to go potty. So he gets up and he goes potty in his little potty that he had. He comes into the bedroom, and what does he do? He dumped it right on me. Well, my sister and her boyfriend were out in the front room. I'm sure they were not talking. They're, you know. Anyhow, here comes Gary, I guess, running through in front of him, and I was right behind him, ready to kill him. And I haven't caught up with him yet. But he caused me lots of problems, that kid. No respect for his aunt.
I have it now.
Huh?
I have your respect for you
Well,
now.
you better. It's about time.
Gary has a tendency not to listen to me when I express that I'm at my limits. It was during the Second World War. We were living in California, and Gary and Doris took me to a movie. I think it was Roy Rogers. And we were sitting up in the balcony, and there were seats stacked up pretty close. And I says, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And they said, oh, sit down, keep quiet. Well, I tried, but about that time I had a projectile vomit. It just stayed the best way I could do it. All over the gentleman in front of me.
And a lady.
And the lady.
Oh, God.
And Gary still doesn't remember. You know, he
You don't
blocks
remember?
things out.
I think I remember that, but I'm
Oh,
not sure.
we were.
So what happened?
Well, you finally listened to me and got me out of there.
Or not?
It wasn't his fault.
His fault.
It was yours.
That's the
We were
point.
lied to, but
Yeah, but he lies all the time.
it wasn't his fault. He told us.
And I'm very proud of them.
Will you tell him that your grandchildren?
I have 5 grandchildren.
Biker. I got 8. 2 daughters, 8 grandkids.
And from 12 down to 3 years old.
Aw.
Just turn that pretty good.
There was one in Chester down there with an organ in Medford when they used to live in Medford. I remember, but there was a little place in Medford. Yeah, Lloyd was alive, yeah.
No, I mean, that was the best costume. Remember, that's not the house that was born. So what's that?
I think she's very good.
Grant's Path, that's right.
Oh, yes.
That was
What, Doris? I'll call you the godmother.
All of this.
All this, straighten her over.
Right? Right. Oh, I see what's in
Okay, go ahead, we're just gonna snap away here.
No, we wanted to open the press.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Open your precious lungs. Chocolate.
I know, we want to see them. You got it, you might as well see
God, the press corps here, I can see them. It's just like hounds, just like hounds.
Everybody's got their camera.
Oh, wow.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Oh,
What is it? What is it?
Chocolate.
That's from Linda.
Very good. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy those.
That'll keep Susan. I've always had one.
Happy birthday to you and many more. Come here, Doris, you get it here.
Okay, I want one of them.
No, we're waiting for Doris.
Here, we're waiting for Doris.
Oh,
In the middle.
oh, this is fine. This,
I know.
this is good.
Okay, smile, everybody.
Cheese, money.
14, wow. 14 years between she. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think everybody enjoyed it.
Oh, yes.